we've got 6 hours here now before we go into 2019. So to everyone who's a bit behind us, I think England's behind us. I think the States are behind us. Have a nice new year. Also, I might do a quick review on our batteries that we put in, our Eclipse batteries. They've been in for a bit over 3 weeks now, I think, and we've extensively used them, harder than what we'd ever used the other ones we had, because otherwise they would have gone flat, and they've been absolutely spot on. So to the guys at
I can't remember. It is in the previous one.
It's in the previous video on our batteries, but to the guys there, we'll definitely buy off you again. Anyone in Australia, Australian battery,
Aussie Batteries, I think.
Aussie Batteries and Solar, I think the name of the place is. In fact, I know that's what the name of it is. I would recommend them. I think they're up in Queensland there somewhere. The thing is, it's a little bit, their delivery's a little bit slow through the mail, but then you got, pretty big heavy batteries, and when we ordered them, it was right on Christmas time, so pretty impressed really. I mean, the batteries themselves are absolutely incredible. As I said, extensively used this. We've had the fridges going, we've run a tally off it, and just incredible. We've only got a little tiny solar panel on the back, and that charges them up no problem. Maintains, doesn't charge, but it does maintain them and maintains them well. So thanks to guys at Aussies, you've done a very, very good deal with the batteries we got, and we're very happy with it. We had one or two things else to say. What was it?
I
don't know.
Don't know.
We're going to be doing a boondock in the van. I notice how hard it is for other countries to actually boondock. You hear this BLM land in America and LVTA, I think it's called, or something like that,
LTV.
Yeah, LTV, long term. I think we'd have a hard time with the long term here. And I'm talking urban stealth camping. And the start of our video, you see the size of this big old girl. She's 22 foot long. She's almost 7 foot wide and stands just over 12 foot. So there's no disguising this as, we'll use for example, Brett. We're nothing like his van. I mean, we stand out like the proverbial dog's feet. And we'll just show you how we get away with it. Now, when I say we're going to go stealth camping, I mean we're going to be stealth camping in a public car park. Over here, we're not allowed to stealth camp or go camping at all in like Walmart or Tesco's, I think you call it in England. I don't know if you can do it in England, but I know Walmart in the US do it. But over here, it's a big no-no. They don't let you park there. You park your car there for the night and I have it towed away. They're pretty bad for that. But we will show you, and we're going to do a couple, probably within the next couple of months, of absolute and utter stealth camping where we are visible to everybody, and just show you, and afterwards I'll explain why we get away with it, which is a good thing. But we'll show you how easy really here it is. And over the time we've been travelling around a little bit the last week or so, and camper vans are stealth camping, and I mean stealth camping in car parks. Bit of a hint, the one we're going to stay at is the marina now. If travelling Tice watches this, he knows where the marina is in Mandurah. Well, we're going to stealth camp in the car park in there. And we'll do a couple of others. I mean, as I say, we can't actually, I can stealth camp in the middle of town. I might even show and do one there where you can actually hop out the van, walk, 15 metres, 20 odd foot or something, and you can actually see Mandurah itself, the city. So we'll do a campsite there. What it is an old petrol station, right, as you call it. The US would call it a gas station, which was bulldozed down, and it's just a vacant block. And a lot of campers get away with it there. We've never tried it, but we're going to. You already know the story where I don't travel, but, I like to be a bit cheeky. And when they come and if they do say anything, I'll just tell them I'm a dear little old pensioner and I didn't know any different. Play the card. Good fun, but the usual thing, and I've learned a lot by watching, and for a lot of you guys, is if they tell you to move on, just move on, don't argue. There's no point in arguing because you're just going to get into trouble. So that's our plans. We're going to do 2 or 3 stealth camps within the next couple of months. I mean, we've got everything. We've got a tally, and I don't know if you've ever seen the tally. Probably not. Hold on, I'll be able to swing that into. There's our tally.
Oh, wrong way.
Yeah, just there. And so we can sit and watch telly. I mean, sometimes the picture's a little bit on the iffy side. It can be a hit and miss affair. We get it all right down at the marina. We get all the channels. We're about 50 odd miles from where the transmitters are. So sometimes with a caravan antenna, and I haven't got the best one that you could buy, but it does the job. I mean, if you're away, and especially in summertime, it does the job. It's electric. You push a button and it'll actually rotate at the top of it to put you in the right direction and things like that. But that's our plan. So we're going to be a little bit cheeky and see how it goes. And as I said, we're about 6 hours now to count down till we go into 2019. And I've had a reasonably good 2018, I think. I think we've had a pretty good 2018. So I hope the 2019 is as good for us as well as it is for everybody else on here. I've been following a few dramas of the big gathering in the United States, the RTR. I see they've had one or two little teething problems, and Mr. President Trump's decided he's going to close everything down. Apparently this happened last year too, so and I hope it works out for all you guys over there. I hope it sorts itself and the political rubbish, BS stops and you can get on with it and all have a good time over there. We don't have anything like that here.
No.
We certainly would never have it to the degree of 10,000 RVs, campers, caravans, trailers, whatever you use. Over here in Australia, we call the RVs, we call camper vans, and your trailers in America, us in England, call them caravans. You tow a caravan, not a tow along, we call them caravans. But, you know, I mean, there's going to be a lot, I believe there's going to be tents and I think it should be a good time. Cars. But I'd like something here to start like that, but we just don't have the numbers. We have the numbers, but you know, everyone sort of wants to stay in caravan parks or RV parks, and not really. I think America's definitely ahead with that side of it. I think England's probably the next biggest. Although you don't hear much from Europe, but you see a lot of the guys from England go through Europe, and beautiful place. New Zealand's a little bit like, I mean, New Zealand, from what I've seen, and I used to watch Bus New Zealand, I think they were called, and they've just gone off now, but some of the beautiful sites over there, absolutely beautiful. We have a lot here. When I was a lot younger, I used to travel a lot, but, you know, we've got like, you go up north here and it's more of a desert. Our dirt is actually the colour red. And if you watch a few of the Australian guys who are up there, you'll see the dirt is actually like a red colour, really dark red. And it's so fine and powdery, it gets into everything. Not really a place to go in your brand new camper or your brand new RV and to park it and leave it there for any time. I mean, you think the quartzite and everything's bad, you want to go up north here. You know, at least quartzite, the dirt's just dirt up there, it's red and it gets into absolutely everything and you never get it out. It's absolutely horrible. Been up north once or twice in my younger days, as I said, and I didn't mind it. I was a lot younger then, the heat didn't bother me. It does a little bit now, but a lot of times here, people who retire, snowbirds, they'll go from Perth and south of Perth, and they'll go from here up to Karratha or Port Hedland or all the way up there.
They go up where it's warm.
Yeah, where it's warm, and there's snowbirds. And in winter up there is probably a bit like, I would say a bit like probably Florida. You've got North or Western Australia, it's quite warm, and you've also got Queensland and Northern Territory, Darwin. You've got Alice Springs, which is actually right in the middle of Australia. And all those places in winter are warm. You don't go up north in summer because it's their wet season. You get up there and you get stuck up there and things. So you do it in our winter, which is their winter up there as well, but it's a lot warmer. So you get a lot of it over here, snowbirds, and they go up and stay up there, and very interesting up there. Down south here is very nice when it's really hot in summer. If you travel down south, we've got the big Kerry trees, which are,
Pemberton.
Pemberton and all around Quairading area. Pemberton, all around down there is all the massive big trees, the land of the giants they call them, because the trees are that big.
You can walk through.
You have an actual skylight at the top, or a walkway at the top, and you could be 300 or 400 feet up and you're still in the canopy of the trees. Absolutely incredible it is. We may try and get down there and have a bit of a look, and the only problem is I think that we're probably a bit afraid of heights at the moment, or now in our older age, so I've never been down through that. Well, I have been through Pemberton, but it was when I was young and silly and used to drink like a fish, so the time we went through I think I was a passenger in the car drunk, and I really don't remember much of it. So I don't know how many of you know about Western Australia, but to drive from Albany, which is down south, up to our northern border in Western Australia, at a decent rating in something like we've got here, it'd take you 4 days and you're still in the same state. To drive out of our state to go east would take, and that's from say Perth, which is about 45, 50 miles north of us here, to hit border town with South Australia, up between the border between West Australia and South Australia, in a vehicle like this, again, would take you the best part of a day and a half, I suppose. We are the most isolated city in the world, or isolated place in the world is where we are, Perth and the West Coast. We're actually a long, I think it was, what do we work it out to be? 4,000 kilometres from here
Something
to
like
New South Wales, and about 3.5 from here to Victoria. I mean, our nearest neighbour, I think, is about 2,000, about 2,000 k's, I think it is, or a little bit under maybe from here to Adelaide, which is our neighbouring capital city. So we are very, very isolated, and that's the way it is. That's what we like. I like it because it takes everything. WA, they said, which is West Australia's WA, stands for wait a while, because everything takes a bit longer to get here, which is good in one way, but can be a bit of a pain in the bum if you're waiting for deliveries.
Yes.
So everything seems to be going all right with us. The van's running well, but then the big old girl always runs. She's 31 years in 2019, this old girl is, and it's got an original 175, I think, thousand kilometres on it, which is around about a fraction over 100,000 miles she's got on it. So it's a little 4-cylinder Cummins. It's 3.9 Cummins downrated to a 3.5 litre because these were made for school buses, and they couldn't go in the days back then. These little school buses, and this I think was an 18-seater, couldn't go over 3.5 litres, so they had to downrate the motor from a 3.9 to a 3.5. And I know there's a way they've done that. I believe it's been taken off this. I think this runs full 3.9 Cummins. So, but yeah, it gets along well. I mean, it's no speed demon, and if you hit a hill, you might have to go. Well, if you split, because it's got a split box in it, it's got a 5 on the floor, and then it's got the shift, the splitter. So you've actually got, in actual fact, it's 10 speed. You've got 10 gears. So, and I don't know, at 90, 100 k's an hour, you're probably sitting just a bit over 1900 RPM. So on an open road without wind, because something shaped like a house brick's not going to get good fuel economy in wind, but without the wind, we'd probably pull 25, 26 mile to the gallon, I would imagine. We haven't had it out that much, but yeah, so everything's going well. And as I said, I'll cut it short because I'm starting to waffle crap. I'm starting to get the Brett disease, I think. Oh, sorry, Brett. I'll get back to everyone a bit later. And as I say, we're definitely going to do the boondocking to show you how it's done here, which is probably how it's done everywhere else, but we'll take you there and show you and show you in actual fact we can get away with putting a couple of chairs and a small table out and sitting out, because where we park no one ever comes to. It's not, well, it used to be a lover's lane down there, but I think the coppers might have knocked it on the head, but it's sort of nothing now during the week. It's quiet where we go, so we'll show you where we're going to go and pick another one. We may even do a little bit of a circuit, and you can tell us where to park, and we'll park there and see if we get away with it. I'd still love to pull a roadside one, but Debbie's a little bit hesitant in that. All right, guys, I'll stop waffling on now and let you all go. You all have a great, safe New Year. And as I just told, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick the thumbs up, because we haven't been getting many of those. And we've hit 41 subscribers. And to all 41 of you, I thank you very much. We're not the biggest channel around, but I tell you what, I'd prefer to have 41 genuine, nice people. And you, the ones who I've seen on there, are people I've watched, and you are genuine people. And for that, I thank you very much. Okay, everyone.
And stay safe.
Yep. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
No, you can do it.
Oh, good on you. Stay safe and please drive carefully, and we'll catch up with you all in our new year, which is going to be in about 5.5 hours now. Okay, bye guys. See yous. Well, that was a load of waffling. You're going to have to...